Hello, my lovely Aquarius. Thank you very much for joining me, Lorien, for your April reading 2018. You may be thinking, oh my god, that candle. I had a spell for somebody, a client, the last 2 nights, and I think the heat from the candles just made that exploded. So, yeah, here we go. So that's why I use the molten mess, and that's why my crystals aren't there for now, because I didn't want to get wax all over them. But yeah, if you're wondering what happened, it was the heat of a spell. So we're using the Taramuka this month, and also the Earth Magic Oracle deck by Stephen D. Farmer. This is a general reading for Aquarius Sun, Moon and Rising. And if you want a personal reading, which is regarding your questions and your personal energies, just click the link below. I have done my new redesign on my website. It's all summery and bright and pretty. So if you want to check that out, the link is below, as well as my email and ways to donate and all that kind of stuff. My GoFundMe campaign is still on the road as well, so let's have a look-see. Okay, they're asking me to do 3 more, so I'm going to do 3 more. See what Aquarius brings. Oh, okay. Now, curiously, I did Pisces first because I got you two mixed up, as I always do. So Pisces was first in the order of things, and this was out for Pisces just a second ago. So let's see what else comes through. Okay, so you've got the 9 of Swords, you've got the Knight of Swords, you've got the 5 of Pentacles, and you have the 6 of Wands. Interesting. Okay, let's bring them all up here. Alright, and at the bottom you have the Ace of Cups. Really good, really nice. So this is about beginnings and compassion and intimacy and new starts, so that's a really good card to have. But at the base of it, you still have some kind of way to go in regards to this kind of planning. I think there's a little bit of haste here, there's a little bit of opinions being thrown back and forth. I would say there's a great deal of anticipation that may be just out of reach. Some kind of things that you were hoping to come through maybe don't just yet, but I do feel they will. Please don't spend too long in your head. This is what this says to me, at least. Don't lose too much sleep, don't lose too much kind of, I think, energy from worrying about plans that you've made this month or social engagements, that kind of thing. What they're wanting you to do is not to burn the candle at both ends, because this is a challenge. This is a challenge for you. Don't go all out, all guns blazing when you have very little energy. What they want you to do is manage your energy a little bit better. Make sure that you have some hope still left. Make sure that you're organized, clear away anything that's out. If they're in mess, just make sure that you're being quite reasonable with yourself and progressing towards something very positive, because I don't know whether this is actually being something that is an energy lingering from something else, but it does feel like there's a connection from maybe a previous disappointment that makes you, or a setback that makes you want to go all guns blazing for something else, and it's now drained you. So you may be not sure about which way to go. So I feel like this is coming through. However, you do have a Knight of Motion here. You have the opinions coming through. You could be very ready to go, hell no, I'm going to take my stand and I want it to be done now. I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of having this anxiety over it. I want to go down there. I want to contact that person. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to integrate myself. Whatever it is you feel like you want to do. And I feel like a lot of this is to do with the fact that you are growing. This is your energy, so your mental state wants to grow and expand, and your spirituality wants to grow and expand, but your physical self might be just like, hey, hang on, just take a second. I'm still recovering from all the other stuff. I'm not sure whether I can, run this fast. So just try and kind of be a little bit more introspect. Look at the movement, look at the turning points that are coming through, and just see if you can kind of slow down this horse a little bit, because what they don't want you to do is feel like you've wasted a lot of time. So they don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, I should have listened, now I'm complete loss of energy, and I don't want to have this kind of insecurity. It could also be that you have to spend more money on something if you rush into something as well before the time is right. Now, we're still in Mercury retrograde until about the 15th of April, so this could be why you're trying to have to slow down a little bit and not go full pelt into something different, because you may just need this kind of time to relax and just kind of be a little bit more aware. Listen to the mystery within you, listen to the insight, the kind of high priestess of yourself. Just listen to what that's telling you. Even if you're a male or identify as a male, you still have that kind of high priestess archetype in there. So just see if you can kind of listen to that a little bit more, and then you should have some victory. So this is a very great time for progress. Some self-confidence comes through here. You have overcome something that has set you back. And this is in general just something that really does let you know that you're on the right track. It's almost like you're saying, here is the hero. I am very much standing high. You've got crowds behind you. They are supporting you because you have realized now what was a challenge is now come into a great victory, something that you can master. And I think that if you just take your time, wait until after Mercury retrograde to go into anything new, and then develop that, you think you'll be much better in your mental state than anything else. And again, you have a Knight here. So again, you may really want, I want to go forward, I want to do it now, I want to have it now, I want to have it now. So this is kind of saying, look, there is energy here, there's passion, there's a need for adventure, yes. But feeling stuck and having that energy is kind of counterproductive. Yes, we know that you want to be out there doing things and all the projects that you may have in your mind, and you want to pay attention to all of them, and you may feel very limited because if you're just stuck on one. This is kind of counterproductive in itself, because you need to be spending time on yourself first. What was I just saying about the High Priestess? There we go, there's High Priestess. So this is the potential, this is the awareness that's coming through. You need to be able to pause in action and figure out where you are and connect with your spirit guides and build up your spirituality before you can actually move anywhere. So from the Magician, which is the card before this, and the kind of conscious awareness and the concentration and manifestation, this is you now waiting for that and still drawing that in. So this is something that you can actually be building up this month, and rather than going in full force, you can just be biding your time and building up that energy and building yourself up to meet it when it arrives. And then you have the Fool, which is a really strong card for beginnings and spontaneity, and having that faith that even though you may feel like out on the sidelines and you weren't first over the line and you weren't there and you weren't kind of building this up, you're going to get there. You're going to be on the first person to pass on your finish line. Nobody else's time. And then we have the Moon. So you still have some things to work out. You still have some things that you need to organise. You do also have to have this kind of imagination to go within yourself, but don't hide secrets from yourself. Don't think, oh, this is fine, I've done this and I don't need to deal with anything else. The secrets will linger and they'll just come out to be dealt with later on. And ideally, if you deal with them now, you don't have to focus on them later. So just get it out of the way if you can. Alright, let's see what's coming up for you. Whoa. Sanctuary. Okay, what I was saying is just be at ease. Find a place where you can just be. Don't worry about it. Settle yourself. The High Priestess seems to be very much about this non-action type thing. If you need to express yourself, express yourself. Just being a little bit of solitude, being a little bit of your comfort zone here, just be a little bit more safe and aware of your surroundings. You don't have to be in the hustle and bustle and the constant pressure of people around you. You just have to release, let go, and just breathe in. Kind of relax yourself and just be, because that's what brings through the breakthrough. You know, this is what instigates the awakening that comes forward for a lot of people, is being solitary in a way, but also just calming yourself down, being in a safe place, drawing if you want to, being expressive, and just having that time to yourself to actually think about things. Because sometimes if we run around in the world, we can just be like overblown with so many stimuli. So I think if you just take the time, you'll be or feel a lot better anyway. But let me know in the cards below, in the comments below even, what's happening for you, Aquarius, because I do love to know. Thank you again for all your attention over the last few months, and I really do appreciate it. If you do want to get a reading from myself or donate, the links are below. But in the meantime, I look forward to reading for you very soon.